Hi, it's Leslie, and we're talking about sister wives. Everyone is moving on and leaving their past glorious life of polygamy in the rearview mirror, in the dust, if you will. Yes. Janelle has bought 150 acres in North Carolina and is heading on out there to have a flower farm. She needs some peace. She needs some peace and tranquility, And it's crazy because she's leaving Gabriel, Garrison, and Savannah home. And of course you think, oh my God, we all know what happened to Garrison. She's actually going to not be physically there. Like she'll be in North Carolina. I was just like, oh my God, how horrible, how horrible. And it's crazy. She's leaving and she didn't even tell Kody, which, I don't know. It's crazy because they have kids together. You'd think, like a little mention or something. And he just happens to find out.
I don't know how to explain this. It was never intended for me to know that Janelle was moving. One of my children, at their admission, slipped up and told me, and then said, please don't repeat that or pretend you never heard it.
Yes, they said to Kody, don't repeat this anywhere. So, of course, he announces it on TV that he found out from one of his kids. Alrighty then. Way to go, Kody. But this is still sad to Kody that Janelle's leaving because I think this finally is the inevitable nail in the coffin of their relationship. It is dead, rip, done. And I think now he's starting to realize it.
Janelle was a different story. I always thought, I just felt like Janelle and I could have worked it out.
And I think he thinks he could have worked it out with Janelle because Janelle really, I don't think, has any interest in a man. I don't know if she had an interest when she was married, but she certainly doesn't have one now because there is no dating on the horizon for her. And I think that's why it can work out because Janelle is just like, I don't care if you're here. I'd honestly rather you not be here. Of course it could work out with her because she really doesn't want you around and that works perfectly for you because you don't want to be around. And oh, good God, now that everyone's left, if this is what we're going to be tortured with in the following seasons of Sister Wives, assuming there is a following season, or more. Ugh.
I'm always looking for her attention. I'm notorious for coming out of a shower, putting a towel around my waist and flexing and going, hey, what do you think? It's way over the top and I'm just trying to flirt with her.
Oh, good God. Don't tell me that's what we're in for. Just to watch the cute little Robin and Kody show. I think I just threw up a little in my mouth. I cannot with that. No. Kody is still, sentimental and sad and depressed and all the things about losing his glorious family. They're all kicking their heels and skipping out of there, but he is left in the dust sobbing. Yes.
Through my life, I found myself sometimes feeling just lifted, wind beneath my wings type of experience with God. And then other times I'm asking him, where he is.
Oh, good God. Kody's been hanging out with Robin obviously too much because he's starting to cry just as much as her. The two of them just sobbing over there all the time, and Aurora too. She's sobbing too. Just a crying house over there. But it's not just Janelle that's moving on. Mary's moving on. She's got her house down there in Parowan and, figuring out what to do with it. But she knows one thing. She knows one thing for sure. It's been a very dry few years for Mary, if you know what I mean. So she knows this.
Oh, I don't know. I need to find a man. A dreamy man. A dreamy No. I'm definitely open to finding a man. I have no intention of living my life single.
Which is so surprising because she's basically lived her life single for the last, I would say, 20 years. 20 years. But now suddenly it's urgent. She needs a man. She needs a man, So, okay. Get on those dating apps and start swiping. And I guess she's been out on the market and is dating. So there you go. And what would an episode be without talking about this darn money thing, how it really was just never fair, but no one will ever admit it, but it was just not fair.
For 2 decades, it was a combined pot of money and we just took care of whoever needed to be taken care of. It really took me a long time to get out of that mindset. And I really thought that by putting my resources towards Robin's house, that eventually the time would come around, would be our turn, my turn, Christine's turn, Mary's turn, whatever. But that never really happened.
Yep, the only thing I have to say to that is sucker. Sucker, there's a sucker born every minute, and you're all suckers. It is what it is. Live and learn and just move on. But this is interesting. You know, the one thing about, like, if you get hitched really young, I mean really young, like, you know, 19, 20, like they all did, and just start having babies, you miss those glorious, fun, you know, kind of silly, stupid, immature 20s, you know, your early 20s, where you do all that stupid nonsense. Well, you know what, Janelle's got some catching up to do. So Christine, who is now living her best life, you know, she knows what she's missing. They take her out, and Janelle has her first shot at 54. Crazy, crazy.
Like, you do cheers? Cheers. Ooh.
That's good, huh?
Woo.
That's not bad. That's an easy one.
That's smooth. That's not bad.
Because I guess, you know, they mentioned that I guess there's like alcohol in coffee is like a no-no. I'm like, oh my God, I would not last there, besides the whole polygamy part. I mean, that would just not fly with me. But the alcohol in the coffee, that would be a deal breaker right there. Forget about having to have sister wives and all the shit. They told me no coffee and no alcohol. No thank you. No thank you. But Kody is feeling his loss, and I tell you, I think Janelle was the one he felt the most. Obviously didn't give a shit about marrying Christine. Of course, it would be Janelle that he feels the most about, but
There's something still wrong in my relationship with me and Janelle, and I'm completely left out. She wanted to move without me knowing. If I overanalyze it, it gets a little hurtful. More than anything, it could be just getting away from me and the experience we've had to get to something that's better. I don't know.
yeah, it's just a really strong statement that I think she's like, I'm done with you and I don't want anything to do with you. I mean, that's what that's saying. And it's like, okay, you know, read the room, Kody. She's done. But the only thing about this is, like, they have children together. Like, shouldn't you have, you know, kind of like clued him in that I'm not going to be here, just be for your children's sake? Like, God forbid something happens that he knows where you are. I don't know. That's just kind of weird. I guess there's enough kids you could ask. But I don't know. But yeah, Kody, not dealing with it well. But on a happier news, I guess this is not the end of Sister Wives for this, like, kind of season. They're coming back soon in a few months, I understand. So please subscribe, because, you know, I'm going to be covering this nonsense then when it starts back up. And I think it's going to be some sad stuff coming, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so I follow this nonsense every week. So if you want to follow along and catch the new season that's coming soon, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you then. All right, bye.